Just wanted to share with you guys about the 2025 wood snake and what it represents. So the wood snake represents wisdom, intuition, and transformation. It embodies growth, creativity, and resilience. And it invites us to embrace the personal transformation, trust our intuition, and approach challenges with patience and wisdom. So it's this balance of intellect and intuition. And for me, when I hear this, I think of like the balance of the masculine and the feminine being the intuition, um, masculine wisdom, and of course they intertwine with each other, but also the masculine being the intellect and the feminine being the intuition. So before I continue with this, actually, before I give you guys the journal prompts, I'm going to start with a little bit of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, just for us to kind of ground into this practice first, and then we'll continue to move on. So Nadi Shodhana is alternate nostril breathing. This is a great practice breath work for balance. You guys have probably done it before. And it's the inhaling from the left nostril plug, exhaling out the right nostril, and then inhaling right nostril plug, exhale left nostril. So we'll do it for 4 seconds each. So you'll take your two peace fingers, place it on the forehead, cover the right nostril with the right thumb, leaving the left nostril open. And if you'd like, you can just leave the hand open, palm up on the knee, or you can bring the thumb and the index together. So from here, we'll inhale from the left nostril for 4, 3, 2, 1. Plug both. Exhale right. 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 3, 2, 1. Plug both. Exhale left. 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. 3, 2, 1. Plug both. Exhale right. 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 3, 2, 1. Plug both. Exhale left. 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. 3, 2, 1. Plug both. Exhale right. 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. Plug both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug both. Exhale left. We'll do one more round. Inhale left. Plug both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug both. Exhale left. We'll keep the eyes closed. Go ahead and rest both hands onto your knees, returning the breath back to its natural state. And just noticing how that felt for you. In this moment, we'll welcome in the grounding energy of the wood, the earth, within our sit bones, and the fluidity of the snake within our spine, within our heart, within our mind. And from here, on your inhale, lengthen through the spine, fill up through the lungs, fill the belly, and open the mouth and exhale it out. We'll do another one like that. Inhale, fill up. This time, stick the tongue out and exhale. And one more just like that. Inhale, fill up. Open the mouth, stick the tongue out, exhale. Beautiful. So I just wanted to bring in that balance and energy before we continued on. So as we welcome in the energy of the snake, this is a great place for you if you wish to grab your notebook, move into some journaling prompts. And as we move into the snake is such, again, a symbolism of rebirth, shedding the skin. And we continue to shed the skin over and over and over. And sometimes we tend to shed patterns over and over, or um, thoughts over and over. And so I invite you to consider a relationship in your life, a pattern, an idea, a story, um, something that you know is not serving you, something that you're like still holding on to, whether it's, yeah, even just like biting your nails, or something that you know that is not serving you, and you know it's not serving you, but you're having a hard time letting it go. So I invite you to think about that thing. And first, you can, if you'd like, you can write that down. What is it that you're holding on to? Relationship, pattern, idea, story. And then something to consider with that is, what are the action steps that you need to take to release it? So for me, for example, something that's not serving me is my fear of not like doing what my heart's desire to do within traveling or something. And an action step that I need to take to release this is to just take the step. Is to just take the step, is to just do the thing, to not talk about or not think about or talk about like the cons of it, but like what are the pros of it? So what action steps do you need to take to release this pattern, idea, story, relationship, habit, even? And as you think about releasing this thing, what emotions come up for you when you think about releasing it? When I was working with the snake, I was working with releasing a relationship. And so emotions that can come up are grief too, are sadness, anger, shame. And just know that every emotion that comes up is valid and it's okay. So, what emotions come up for you when you think about releasing this thing that no longer serves you? And then for this next moon cycle, this whole month, what do you wish to create? What do you wish to invite in? And maybe be specific about it and also realistic. Sometimes we like are not so realistic with our manifestations, as they say. Like if someone says, um, I wish to invite in $1 million. Okay, maybe it might happen, but also like let's be realistic. What something that you wish to create, even step by step, if the pattern is drinking coffee every single day and you wish to let go of drinking coffee every day, maybe you can starting with 1 cup. So the mantra that I decided to go with for this practice is Om Mani Padme Hum, which is a very common mantra that translates to the jewel is in the lotus. So I love this analogy, like the jewel being in the lotus that immerses from the muck, from the dirt, and how much light there is from this dark dirt. So it signifies the potential for transformation and a new beginning with oneself, essentially releasing old patterns to create something new. So Om represents the sound of divine consciousness. Mani means the jewel, symbolizing the inner potential. Padme is a lotus flower, which represents purity and rebirth emerging from the mud. And then Hum represents the interconnectedness of all things. So Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. So, all right. I'll go ahead and stop sharing that. I'm going to come onto my mat. And we will actually begin with that mantra. We'll chant that for a bit before we move into our snake flow. So if you have a blanket or a bolster or a block or something to sit on, I encourage that you sit on something that'll bring your hips higher than your knees. And just so you have a nice long spine and create some space in the neck from your shoulders. You're not hunching over, and you have that space. So feel free to load up with as many blankets, pillows that you need to create that space for yourself. So when you're ready, go ahead and close the eyes or find a soft gaze and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And we'll begin the mantra. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 A few more. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. One more. Om Mani Padme Hum. Allow yourself to bask in the sensations from the mantra. Feeling your root as a lotus, your heart as a jewel. And from here, if you'd like, you can tend to keep the eyes closed as you maybe move your bolster or block or whatever it is that's underneath you to the side. Coming back to your seat. And from here, we'll come into some spinal movements. On your inhale, bring that heart forward. Exhale, bring it to the left and around and back, opening up to the back. Feel free to release the neck. Inhale, come through right, forward, and left. Exhale, rounding back. And continue with this. Feel free to go as fluid as you'd like. Feel free to let the neck hang. Swing the neck back. Usually a little different from how I teach it. Maybe when you come forward, you drop that left shoulder down and the right. Still going in the same direction. Feeling every part of your spine move. And then the next time you come forward on your inhale, exhales will switch directions, coming to the right and back. And your inhale comes through left and forward. Exhale to the right and back. Be more in this direction. And then on your next inhale, as you come forward, this time straighten through the spine. Inhale all the way to a long spine, straight. Inhale, hold here at the top. And then exhale. So feeling your seats rooted in the ground. Feel free to loosen up your stance if you need to. If you need to sit on a block, of course, feel free to. Anything that will allow your sit bones to be grounded into something. And so from here, just start to make a little bit of minor shakes within the hips. You can probably barely see me shaking, just a little bit. You just shimmy the hips left and right slowly. The little shakes. You can even make sounds if you want. And then go ahead and take another deep breath in, come to stillness, and exhale. On your inhale, sweeping those arms up. Exhale, drop that right hand down, reach that left arm up and over. And then we're going to swing that left hand across and down. Inhale, swing that right arm up and over. Exhale, bring that right hand across, left arm across. Inhale, swing that left arm up. Exhale, bring it across. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, bring it across. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, bring it across. Inhale, right arm reaches up. And then exhale, come back through center. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, take a twist to the left, right hand onto that left knee, tenting the left hands behind you. Inhale as you draw that navel up, soften the shoulder down, and then exhale, find a twist here. Take another breath in and another breath out. Inhale, coming back through center, reaching both arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Tenting fingers, inhale as you find length. Exhale here. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, come back through center. We'll switch the cross in our legs. And then as you exhale, hinge forward, reaching those hands in front of you, melting the heart towards the mat. If you have something underneath and you wish you plant the head onto hands or a block or pillow, anything that you have, feel free. Breathing into the hip space. And slowly begin to walk yourself up. We'll make our way onto all fours into a tabletop pose. So throughout this movement practice, I invite you to, of course, use your intuition and intellect. Know what feels right for you, modify to your needs, and of course, listen to your breath as always. So from here, spreading the fingers wide, bring those knees underneath the waist, palms underneath the shoulder. And we're spreading the fingers so wide and pressing down through each fingertip that there's a tiny little gap underneath the top of our palm. From here, inhale, drop the belly, peel that heart forward for cow. And exhale, press and round for cat. So you can continue with this motion in your own breath, or if there's any other spinal movement that wants to be taken, feel free. Using your intuition. Let your breath be that grounding force for you to move, one breath, one movement, enjoying the pause between. Take a couple more rounds. Coming back into your neutral spine, curling the toes underneath as you inhale. Exhale, come into your downward facing dog. And from here, finding some fluidity in the spine, bend through the knees, maybe walk the feet up just a little bit more as you press the heart towards the thighs, pressing into the mat, finding length in the spine. Bending one knee, bending the other knee. Inhale, send both heels up high, coming onto the balls of the feet. And exhale, send those heels down. Two more just like that. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, heels up. And exhale, heels down. Bending through the knees as you inhale, look forward, exhale, making your way to the top of your mat into a forward fold. Feet can be hip width or wider, letting the top half of the body go. Letting those folds be the space for you to let go. Feel free to shake out the head, yes or no, grabbing onto opposite elbows. Anything that feels right for you here. Feel free to let out any big sighs too. Giving yourself that permission to shed the skin, to release a pattern thought, relationship idea. And then we'll walk those hands up to the shins or the thighs. Find a halfway lift, flat back, roll the shoulder blades back, gazes down, tuck the chin in slightly. And then exhale, we'll come back down into our fold. We'll do that again. Inhale into your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Pressing down through the feet as you inhale, rise, sweep those arms up, big breath in. And exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And exhale the hands to heart center. We'll find like a little motion dance with this. So bending the knees, inhale, sweep arms up, kind of finding the wave. Exhale, bend the knees slightly as you bring those hands back to heart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. And this time we'll inhale, sweep up, interlace the fingers, release the thumb and index, and exhale, lean to the right side as you tuck the tailbone in. Inhale, bring those hands back through center, point those fingers up. Exhale to the other side, tuck that tailbone in. Inhale, as you come back through center, release the hands. We're going to roll the hands out into a circle. And as you hinge at the hips, come down into your forward fold. So creating wrist movements. Inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And we'll plant the palms up, the right foot back into a low lunge. That left knee stacked over that left ankle, uncurling the toes, send the heart forward. And if you have a block, feel free to use blocks here. Find a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And we'll find some fluidity here, between this pose and half splits. Inhale as you send the heart forward. Exhale, walking the hands and hips back into your half splits. Inhale, send that heart up. And then exhale, hinging over that left leg. And walk the hands forward, bend back into your low lunge. Heart comes forward as you inhale. Exhale here. One more inhale. Exhale, walking the hands and hips back into that half splits. Inhale, send that heart up. Exhale, hinging over that left leg. Deep breath in here. Exhale, walk those hands back forward into your low lunge. One more deep breath in and a deep breath out. So press into that back top of the foot, engage the core, and inhale, reaching both arms up. Palms face each other, soften the shoulders down, drawing that navel up. Inhale here. Exhale, we'll take a twist to the left, right hand forward, left arm back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale as you come back through center. Exhale, release the hands down, curl the back toes, lift through the back knees. You inhale, exhale, step it back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, we'll roll to plank. And exhale, maybe drop the knees as you lower yourself all the way down, hugging those elbows in. Zip the legs up together, squeeze the shoulder blades together, press the tops of the feet into the mat so the kneecaps lift. Inhale as you peel that heart up for cobra. And exhale, release. Inhale, press yourself up into tabletop pose, curl the toes. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bending through the knees, inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top, into your forward fold. Inhaling into your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Rooting down deeply to the feet, inhale, rise, swooping those arms up, big breath in. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. And this time we'll inhale, sweep up. Begin to roll the wrists out as you hinge at the hips, leading with the heart. Forward fold. Inhaling into your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. This time left foot comes back into your low lunge. Drop that back left knee. Right knee stacked over that right ankle, sending the heart forward. Coming onto blocks or fingertips. Inhale here. And exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale as you walk the hands and hips back into your half splits, straightening that front leg. Inhale, peel that heart forward and up. And then exhale, hinging over that right leg for breath here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, we'll walk those hands forward back into our low lunge. Exhale here. Another deep breath in. Exhale, walk the hands and hips back into your half splits. Inhale, send that heart open and up. Exhale as you hinge over that right leg. Deep breath in here. Exhale, walk those hands forward back into that low lunge. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more round, inhale. Exhale, walk the hands and hips back. Inhale, send that heart open. Exhale as you hinge over that right leg. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk those hands forward into that low lunge. Pressing into that back top of the foot. We'll inhale, reach both arms up. Tucking that tailbone in as you draw that navel up. Exhale here, soften the shoulders down. Deep breath in. Exhale, this time taking a twist to the right side, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, release the hands down, curl the toes, lift through the back knee, step it back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, roll to your plank. Option to drop the knees. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Again, zip those legs together. This time, hands come out a little more. Bring those elbows above the wrists, tenting onto fingers. And we'll inhale, peel that heart open like a wave, drawing that navel up to protect the back. And then exhale, wave it back down. We'll do that a couple more times. So inhale, head up, chest up, heart up. And then exhale, belly, heart, chin, head. It's kind of like a wave here. Inhale, rise. And exhale, come down. Bring those hands along the rib cage, curl the toes. We'll inhale, press it back to a short child's pose. So keep those toes curled as you inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, come back through tabletop. And exhale into your downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. From your down dog, bending through the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top into your fold. Inhaling into your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. This time, tuck the chin in. Head is towards, crown of the head is towards the mat. We'll bend through the knees and slowly rise up. One vertebrae at a time. Feel free to take as many breaths as you need to. When you get to the top, inhale, sweep arms up. And then exhale, bring the hands to heart center, come back down, bending the knees, hinging at the hips. Back into your forward fold. Inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. We'll do that again, bending through the knees, tuck the chin and slowly roll up. So when you inhale, reach up towards the top. Exhale, release the hands back down, coming into a standing mountain pose. We'll spread those toes wide, press down through each corner of the feet. Find a little bend in the knees, softness in the shoulders, a lift in the heart. Core is slightly engaged. And then from here, we're just going to find a little shimmy in the hips. So we're just going to bend one knee and the other knee, just shaking through the hips. And from here, if you want, you can begin to shake it a little faster. You begin to bend the knees, find a little hop. And then from here, I just invite you to imagine yourself shedding the skin from the top all the way to the bottom. So again, if you have a pattern, idea, anything that is not serving you, that you know is not serving you, imagine yourself just shedding it off. And feel free to take any authentic movement that feels right for you to shed it off. Shake it this way, any sounds, you can shake it off the foot, shake it off the ear, anything that feels authentic and right for you to shake it off. And if that authenticity means being absolutely still as you witness yourself just be, then let yourself be still. Just keep those feet grounded down. Keep breathing. And then I'll count down to 1 from 3. You can allow yourself to just come into absolute stillness with a slight bend in the knees. So from that count, you can inhale for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale. Come into stillness. Keep a bend in the knees. Feel any sensation in the fingers, the legs, and the head. And allow yourself to continue to breathe. And then we welcome ourselves, immersing ourselves from the new skin. Begin to just authentically move the spine. Finding fluidity in the shoulders. If it feels okay to close the eyes, keep the eyes closed. And maybe you spread the feet a little bit wider. You begin to add on into the hips, drawing circles with your hips. Keeping the breath going. And if your hips are going in one way, go ahead and switch directions. Hearing and feeling any cracks within the spine. And then from here, go ahead and bring those feet a little bit wider. Inhale, sweep arms up. And then exhale, hinge and fold into a wider legged fold. This time grabbing onto opposite elbows and swaying yourself from side to side. And then go ahead and release the hands down. Heel toe those feet back underneath the hips, coming back into your fold. Inhale into your halfway lift. And exhale to your fold, plant the palms, step back into your plank pose. And then go ahead and drop the knees down into a tabletop. Bring those knees wide, bring the toes to touch, sink back into a child's pose. And give yourself that permission to just come back to your breath, to pause. A few more breaths here. And then on your inhale, rise into your tabletop pose. Keep the knees just right where they're at. Inhale, drop the belly for cow. Draw that navel up, and then exhale, round, sink it back into your child's pose. We're going to flow through this. We'll peel that heart forward, low and up. Inhale, rise into your cow. Exhale as you press and round, sinking the hips back into your cat, into your child's pose. Inhale, come low and up. Exhale, press round, sink hips back. And then we'll inhale, rise back into tabletop. Bring those knees back underneath the waist. Curl the toes underneath still. Press into the fingertips. We'll inhale, send the knees up just an inch and just start to shimmy the hips here. Keep breathing. Deep breath in. And then exhale, send the hips up into your down dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Bending through the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top into your fold. Inhaling into your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Rooting down as you inhale, rise, sweep those arms up, big breath in. And exhale the hands to heart center. We'll come into a tree pose. So you're welcome to start with whatever foot you wish to start with, spreading those toes, sending the weight into one foot, and then option to come kickstand the heel into your ankle, bringing it up to your inner calf, or maybe up to your inner thigh. Wherever you are, I invite you to lengthen and strengthen that standing foot and press that standing foot up against the tree foot, up against the lifted foot. So strong rooted foot here. Find your focal point and breathe. And if you find that you are absolutely still here, this is where I invite you to bring in some fluidity. Feel free to bring in a dance with the upper half of the body. Keep your breath going. Don't hold on to your breath. Imagining that you are the snake in the tree. The snake in the wood. One more deep breath in here. And then on your exhale, bring that knee forward, release it down, shake out that leg, shake out the body. Take a breath in here and a breath out. And then when it feels right for you, coming to the other side, spreading the toes. Bring that lift foot onto the ankle, inner calf or inner thigh. And same thing, this side, strengthening that standing foot. Pressing that strong leg into the lifted foot. Finding your focal point, connecting to your breath. And then if it feels safe for you to find that fluidity, that motion, the dance, and the stillness, feel free. And if you come out of it, that's so great because you are strengthening your balance. A few more breaths. And then on your inhale, draw that knee forward. Exhale, release it down. Shake out that standing leg. Shake out the body. And just coming into your standing mountain pose, spreading those toes, placing them back down, bringing the palms forward, slight bend in the knees, lifting the heart, and just breathe here. And then on your inhale, sweeping those arms up. Exhale as you lead with your heart, hinge at the hips, come down. Inhaling into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting palms, step back into your plank pose. Option to drop the knees down if you'd like. Inhale here. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Squeeze legs, squeeze shoulders. Inhale, peel up to a cobra. Exhale, release. Bring those hands a little bit wider, elbows above the wrists. Inhale, peel that heart open like a wave. Exhale, bring it back down. We'll keep the hands just right where they're at. Inhale, rise up. This time as you exhale, drop that right shoulder down. Inhale, bring it back through center. Exhale, left shoulder down. Inhale, back through center. And then exhale, release it down. Bring those palms along the rib cage, curl the toes. Inhale, press yourself up through tabletop or plank. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. This time we'll inhale, reach that right leg up high and bend the knees, draw that heel towards the glute. We'll draw one big circle with that knee as you inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, extend that right leg, square the hips. Exhale, step that right foot through between the palms, picking it up if it doesn't make it. Coming into warrior one, drop that back heel. Inhale, rise up. Exhale here. Deep breath in. Exhale, we'll open up into warrior two. Front heel in line with that back arch, soften the shoulders down, front knee towards the pinky. Flipping that front palm, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, tilt up and back into your reverse. And so we'll dance between reverse And side angle pose, keeping the legs strong. Inhale here. Exhale, come through side angle pose. Right elbow, right thigh, left arm up and over. Core strong. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come through. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, come through into your side angle. Inhale, rise up. Exhale into your side angle. This time we'll inhale, rise up, straightening that front leg, reverse triangle. And then exhale, reaching that right hand forward until you can't anymore. Drop it down into your triangle pose. Left arm reaches up, tuck that tailbone in. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Bend through that front knee, rise back up into warrior two. Exhale, hands onto the hips. Inhale, straighten that front leg, pivoting all the toes to the side of your mat. Exhale, leading with your heart down into your wide-legged fold. You can walk those hands in front of you, underneath the shoulders. Find a halfway lift as you roll up. And then exhale, hinge and fold. And same here as our folds. Feel free to shake out the head, yes or no. Take any audible breaths. Any bends in the knees, rolls in the shoulders. Shedding the skin. And then we'll go ahead and walk those hands underneath the shoulders. Find a halfway lift. Exhale as you walk the hands to the front, pivoting all the toes, stepping back to your downward facing dog. From down dog, we're going to come into a couple down dog rolls. So what that will look like is we'll walk those feet just a little bit more forward, bend through the knees, and then inhale, look forward as if we're in like a hovering tabletop, and then exhale, send the hips back up into your down dog. So from here, we're going to shift the weight over our wrists. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back up into down dog. Inhale, shift it over into your plank. Bend the knees, exhale, send the heels and hips up and back, down dog. So do that a couple more times. Shift forward, inhale, exhale, shift up and back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift it up and back. Go ahead and drop the knees down for a pause before we continue on to the other side. And then from here, we'll rise back up into our tabletop. Inhale, exhale back into your down dog. Inhale, reach that left leg up high, bend the knees, draw that heel towards the glute. Exhale, draw one big circle as you inhale, open up. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend that left leg, square the hips. Exhale, step that left foot through between the palms, drop that back heel, rising up into warrior one. Tucking that tailbone in, drawing that navel up, softening the shoulders down. Deep breath in. And then exhale, open up into your warrior two. Shoulders soften, left knee towards the left pinky. And then from here, we'll find that flow, flipping that front palm. Inhale, reach forward, exhale, tilt up and back into your reverse warrior. From reverse to side angle, inhale here, exhale, forward into your side angle, right arm up and over. Inhale, rise up. Keep those legs strong, core engaged. Exhale, come through. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come through. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come through. This time we'll inhale, rise up, straightening that front leg into your reverse triangle. Exhale, this time send that left hand forward until you can't. Drop that left hand down, the right arm reaches up, tuck the tailbone in for your triangle pose. And then we'll bend through that front knee. Inhale, rise up into your warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, straighten that front leg, pivot the toes to face the side of your mat. This time, bring the heels and toes out and sink into a horse pose. So I'm actually gonna face you guys. And we're gonna find a flow with our horse pose. Tucking that tailbone in, bring the hands down. We'll inhale, sweep arms up. And then exhale, sweeping back down, bending back into your horse pose. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale back into your horse. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale back to your horse. Inhale, sweep up. Pivot the heels in line with the toes, and then exhale, come down back into your wide-legged fold. And if you'd like to find a shoulder opening, feel free to interlace the fingers or bring those hands just up. Sending the weight into the balls of the feet. And then go ahead and release the hands down. Walk those hands in front of you underneath the shoulders as you inhale. Exhale, walk the hands to the top of your mat. Pivoting the toes, step it back into your downward facing dog. And from here, we'll inhale, shift forward into that plank. Bend the knees, send the hips back into your downward facing dog. So drawing those circles again. Inhale, shifting forward. Bend the knees, send the hips up and back. One more time, inhale, shift forward. Bend the knees, exhale, bring it up and back. And then go ahead and drop the knees down into your child's pose. Sink it back. From your child's pose, I'm going to invite in thread the needle for child's pose. So bringing that right hand underneath that left armpit, bringing the right temple onto your mat or a block. And go ahead and release the right hand forward. We'll switch sides. Left arm comes underneath right armpit this time. Left temple towards the mat. And go ahead and release the left hand forward back into your child's pose. And go ahead and walk those hands up. Bring into a kneeling position. We'll go ahead and swing those legs out. Bring those legs wide. Bring the hands behind you. Press the hips forward. And then from here, you can stay right here. Or as you inhale, sweep those arms up, draw that navel up, exhale, hinge and fold. And feel free to keep a bend in your knees or use any support that you need. Giving yourself that space to still find fluidity in your breath while you structure into the pose. A few more breaths here. And we'll go ahead and walk those hands up. Bring those legs out in front. We'll cross that right ankle over that left thigh. And then from here, if it feels okay to bend that left knee, bring it underneath. You can, if both of your sit bones are touching the mat, stay here. If your right sit bone is sticking up, go ahead and extend that left leg back long. We want to keep both sit bones on the mat. From here, we'll tent the right hands behind us and inhale, reach that left arm up. And then exhale, hook that left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Drawing that navel in, soften the shoulders down. We'll be here for a couple breaths. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, slowly release. We'll bring both hands to plant to the outside of that left thigh, just a counter pose, bending through the elbows. Go ahead and release that. And we'll extend that right leg long. And same thing, this time left leg crosses over that right thigh. If you're able to, swing that left or right leg underneath. I'm sorry, left leg crosses over the right thigh. And both sit bones are touching. You can stay here. Otherwise, if that left hip bone is hiking or one of the hip bones are hiking, go ahead and extend that right leg long. Tent the left hand behind you. Inhale, right arm reaches up. And then exhale, hooking that right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. We'll bring both hands to the outside of the right thigh, pressing into the mat, bending into the elbows. Releasing that, extending both legs long, coming onto the sit bones. Inhale, sweeping arms up, draw the navel up, and then exhale, hinge and folding down to the center. Feel free to bend the knees if you need to. Deepening the breath. Walk our hands up. We're going to come into a reverse tabletop. Bring the hands behind you, fingertips point forward, bending into the knees. Bring the soles of the feet onto your mat, and we'll press up, lifting the hips up to reverse, opening up through the shoulders, gaze is up, baby gaze comes back if that feels okay on the neck. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more inhale, and then exhale, release. Extend those legs long, and bring your sit bones to the middle of your mat. We'll bring those hands out in front of us, palms face each other, engaging the core. Inhale here, and then exhale, slowly lower yourself. Partially pausing here, inhale. Exhale a little more. Pausing, inhale. Exhale a little more. One more inhale. And then exhale, release, sweeping those arms up and over. You find a nice long length here. And then exhale, hugging the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side. From here, we'll plant both feet down. We'll come into figure four on our backs, crossing that right ankle over the left knee, flexing the right toes back and drawing the right knee away. And you can, excuse me, stay right here, or you can go ahead and draw that left knee in towards the chest, interlacing underneath the thigh or kneecap. And one more inhale here. Exhale, release. Uncross the ankle. Bring those feet a little bit wider and just rock the hips from side to side, shimmying the knees from side to side. And then bring those feet back underneath the knees. This time crossing the left ankle over the right, flexing the left toes back. Draw that left knee away. Staying here, draw that right knee into the chest. And one more breath here. Exhale, release. And across the ankle, this time bring the soles of the feet to touch. Let the knees come wide into a supine butterfly. And if this is too much for your back, you're welcome to reverse that, bringing the soles of the feet to the outer edges of the mat, letting the knees knock in for a 10. So whatever feels okay for your back. Wherever you are, bring in maybe one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And just feeling the rise and fall of your chest as you naturally breathe. And then from here, we'll bring our arms out to a T, closing the knees together. We'll scooch the hips over to the right side, letting the knees fall to the left, coming into your supine twist. And slowly draw the knees back to center. We'll pick up those hips, scooch them over to the left side this time as you let the knees fall to the right. And drawing those knees back to center. Lifting the hips, bring them back underneath the knees and hugging the knees into the chest. And we'll come into an inversion of your choice. So for legs up the wall, you can just you can literally go up against the wall, bring those legs up, or waterfall pose, bring the legs up just to float. You can bring those hands right underneath the sit bones. If you have a block and you wish to bring a block right underneath, you're welcome to slide a block underneath. If shoulder stand is in your practice, you're welcome to use it. If you have a blanket, just to give yourself that space for your neck, if it's not usually in your practice. So whatever you feel free to come to your shoulder stand. Your waterfall pose, if plow pose is even in your practice, feel free to take what you wish, just letting the legs come up, letting the blood flow. We'll be here for a little bit. And then we'll slowly come out of it, bending the knees, hugging them back into the chest, rocking from side to side. If you'd like to bring in happy baby into your practice, bringing those soles of the feet up towards the sky, grabbing onto the outer edges of the foot, ankle, or underneath the thigh, pressing the low back and maybe rocking from side to side. And then when you're ready to set up for your Shavasana, feel free to take any other final movement. Feel free to take up space. Let those legs go as wide as they can. Those arms go as wide as they can. And then rolling the shoulder blades underneath the chest, away from the ears, just to give yourself more space. If your hair is in a ponytail, feel free to take apart your ponytail, just so you can find yourself in this comfortable space for you to just feel the earth underneath you. Feel the ground underneath you. Feeling the wood underneath you for support. And as you arrive into your final resting pose, your Shavasana, also known as corpse pose, this is where we release. This is where we can go hand in hand with the symbology of shedding our skin, rebirthing. So as you breathe here, welcome in the energy of the snake again. With every exhale that you take, imagining yourself slowly shedding the skin, beginning at the top of the head, the nose, the mouth, releasing from the whole head, releasing from the neck, the back of the neck, the chest, the upper back, from your shoulders down to the forearms, the hands, peeling itself off from the belly to the hips, off of the whole back, peeling its way off from the thighs, left thigh, right thigh, the glutes, the hamstrings, the knees, and peeling itself off the shins, the calves, the ankles, and slowly peeling itself off the feet, off of each toe, pinky, ring toe, middle toe, pointer toe, big toe, all the way off. We'll take a big breath in and exhale, releasing it completely. allowing yourself to bask in this idea, this new version of you that has the opportunity to come into fruition at any moment. It's within you. It is you. We'll begin to breathe deeply, awakening this rebirth, this new version of us, gently, slowly, with gentle movement, being aware of every movement within our fingers. Gently moving the toes, being aware of every movement within our toes. Feeling our joints come alive. Rocking the head slowly from side to side. Begin to find a little shimmy in the hips, awakening the spine, awakening the snake. And then from here, we'll sweep those arms up and over, find a nice long stretch as you inhale. And then exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest, rocking from side to side and curling yourself over onto one side into your fetal position, hanging here for a few breaths. Letting the head rest onto an arm. Hand is close to the heart. And pressing yourself up slowly into your seat. Keeping the eyes closed if it feels okay. For a gentle, soft gaze onto your ground. Bring the hands to heart center. We'll chant Om Mani Padme Hum 5 more times. Just to remember that the jewel is in the lotus. You can always immerse yourself from the dirt, from the yuck, from the lowest point. You can always immerse yourself and come out even more brighter. We'll take a breath first. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to chant 5 times. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 We'll inhale to Om. Deep breath in. Light in the shadow in me honors and appreciates and gives immense gratitude to every single one of you. Namaste. Happy Lunar New Year.